Here's 10 of the funniest Steve Urkel destruction scenes in Family Matters. And the first one to kick off the list is from the Season 1 episode, The Big Fix, when Laura is forced to go on a date with Steve after Eddie owed Urkel a favor for being his math tutor. Once they showed up to the restaurant, you can tell trouble is brewing because Steve blunders his way to the table. But the scene is brought to a boil when Steve tells Laura that he ordered frog legs for their entrees.
Are you okay? I hope their food is better than their service.
In the Season 3 episode The Show Must Go On, Steve's dream of playing Romeo to Laura's Juliet comes true when the original Romeo actor comes down with appendicitis and Steve is asked to step in. Like the restaurant scene from earlier, you can already tell something bad is going to happen because of Steve's blunders leading up to the moment when Laura kisses him during the famous balcony scene. And after she lays one on him, his emotions get the better of him and he literally brings down the house.
Wow, Mama!
In the Season 4 episode Stormy Weather, another disaster takes place at school during the junior prom, when Urkel tries to release the balloons at the end of the dance using a remote-controlled device. But his invention malfunctions and creates sparks, which kick on the emergency sprinkler system, drenching everyone and everything at the party. Another failed demonstration takes place in the cold open of Season 4's Christmas episode, It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Urkel, when Steve shows up with his latest invention, the amazing Urkel Super Turbo Tree Flocker. Carl tries to get him to leave, but Steve insists on a demonstration. And what makes this scene even more hilarious is watching Carl's deadpan reaction throughout the whole ordeal. Another time Carl was the recipient of an unwanted Urkel disaster was in the Season 3 episode Words Hurt, where Carl is putting the finishing touches on a model clipper ship he spent 4 months building, just as Urkel shows up dressed as a knight for a costume party. Carl thought he could protect his ship from Urkel's klutzy nature, but as Steve grabs his lance to leave, he knocks over Carl's ship and pulverizes it as he falls over, and then continues to squash it as he struggles to get back up. Most of Urkel's destruction scenes have big production values, but the show could also deliver the laughs without needing big budget effects. For example, in the Season 2 episode Stop in the Name of Love, Carl and Lieutenant Murtaugh are having an argument and Steve tries to intervene by offering some complimentary pie. Murtaugh, not ready to end the dispute, attempts to throw a pie at Carl, who ducks just in the nick of time and hits Urkel instead. Then the same thing happens again when Carl attempts to hit Murtaugh. But the best part is when Urkel becomes outraged and threatens to throw a pie back at one of them. And to his sheer horror, he hits Laura instead. The third school destruction scene on our list comes from the Season 5 episode Rock and Roll, when Steve brings in a huge industrial fan to add smoke and wind effects for a fundraising concert. He tries to calm down the concerned faculty supervisor by offering to give her a demonstration. But when the fan is turned on, things quickly go south, including Steve's clothes. A part of the Winslow's house that frequently gets destroyed is the kitchen windows. And the most over-the-top example of this comes from the Season 5 episode It Didn't Happen One Night, when Laura screams after she realizes she overslept, causing her to miss the bus to go to her big cheerleading competition. Urkel, who heard Laura scream, shows up to rescue her, but the door is locked, so he takes matters into his own hands by bursting through the window instead. Another hilarious example of Urkel making a dramatic and destructive entrance is in the Season 3 episode Robo-Nerd, when Steve's Urkel bot is on the fritz and has locked his creator in the closet. But Urkel heroically busts down the door in the nick of time to save Lara, and adds a comedic punch to the moment by changing the delivery of his famous catchphrase to reverse its meaning.
Did I do that?
But one of the biggest destructive Urkel scenes comes from the Season 4 episode Driving Carl Crazy, when Steve asks Carl to teach him how to drive his new car. But the experience quickly turns sour once Steve floors it in reverse and crashes into Carl's garage door. Carl gets out of the car and tries to calm himself down with his ridiculous 3-2-1, 1-2-3 rhyme.
3-2-1. 1-2-3. What the heck is bothering me?
And just as he gets himself under control, the garage door comes crashing down, which starts a chain reaction that destroys everything inside. Click a video on the screen to enjoy more great content right here on Fun Fact Films.